And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the level 45 Astrologian Quest. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So all I've been doing pretty much every day is the leveling roulette and the Guildhurst roulette, and that's pretty much it. So, and it is going by quick enough. Like, pretty much every day you do the roulettes, you get a level. Like, at least on the way to level 50. And once we get to level 50, we can do way more roulettes than what I'm doing right now. And by then, also my Black Mage will be level 60 as well. So Black Mage will be done in time for Astrologian to be 50, and then I can do all my roulettes on Astrologian and finish off Grandmaster of Magic. And one thing I have learned, guys, in my more than 10 years of playing MMOs, is the importance of doing little bits per day to keep progressing, but at the same time not to do too much. You know, don't burn yourself out. You want to keep playing, but in moderation. Do it small, do it light, do it to the point. Do it every day, or do it a lot, but do it short, just so you don't burn yourself out. Because if you quit the whole game, when you come back, you might feel like you can't catch up anymore. So anyway, to do the level 45 Astrologian Quest, we need to come here to the Athenium Astrologicum, and we need to talk to Janquinard, and let's see what we have to do. So the quest is called Iwa Right, or Overwrite, I don't know. So we'll get the ability Redraw. So it says draw a different arcanum from your deck. So Janquinard appears to be motioning to you with his eyes. Why he doesn't simply call out your name is both disturbing and relieving at the same time. So, greetings. Your timing, my friend, is impeccable. Well, it just so happens that at this very moment, I have need of your assistance. While our lovely lady Leveva has been out making herself a target for every cutthroat and cur in the realm, I have been focusing my efforts on our main objective. Training? Pah. There'll be time enough for training later. Now, I speak of our ultimate goal of spreading knowledge of the Charlean school of astrology throughout the Holy See. As you know, the Vault recently turned down my request to allow Lady Leveva to speak before them, but I am not one to be turned away so easily. No, I have a plan. I will entreat Chief Astrologian Allmort to draw up an official recommendation. The Vault will not so quickly dismiss the words of a man of such standing. Oops. So, yeah. So, yes, I know my uncle loathes me with a passion, rarely seen even in young lovers, and there is really no reason why he would aid our cause, being a staunch opponent of change and all. But that does not mean we cannot try. And if we fail, well, then we can try again, and again, and again, until he is so annoyed that he writes us a recommendation simply to see us out of his thinning hair. And by we, I mean you, considering how red the Chief of Astrologian became the last time I visited him. I reason it would be detrimental to my uncle's health should I arrive at his place of research, and we most certainly would not want him to fall ill or collapse before he penned us that recommendation. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be me. He's lazy, that guy, he really is. Okay, we need to go to Corfus, to the first Decastral Observatorium of Ethereal and Astrological Phenomena. Long name, that's a lot of words. It was so funny when we first saw that place, it's like we couldn't believe there was a place with such a long name. Whee! Blood. Right. So let's keep going. Yeah, so I am happy at the speed that the roulettes give EXP. Like, I'm not going out of my way to fake grind like I did once getting everything to 50. I'm literally just doing roulettes every day, and that's it. And it's enough, it really is. I'm also throwing into that the expert roulette because I want to make sure that I'm capping my lore. Because I've realized that my main, my warrior, is a good 30-40 levels lower than it could be if I had just been collecting lore gear. And also, especially now, because in the Weeping City of Mac, you could get these matchy pennies when you do it. And the pennies can be used to upgrade your lore gear from 230 to 240. Just as they did before with the, what were they called before? Like the Magi Farthing, I think they were called before, to upgrade to 210. So, yeah. So be sure to do that, guys. Like, make sure you do the Weeping City every week. And just do the roulettes each day if you're like me, trying to level everything to 60. Right, so let's see how high up we need to go for this. I don't have to go off the mount, but it's such a big mount, I didn't want to like fall off. One thing in this game, you can't die from fall damage if you're not in combat. So we can go to the top of the tower, jump all the way to the bottom, and we won't die. It's something that they've programmed into the game, which is quite interesting. Anyway, here's Mort. So who do I see disturbing me this fine evening but Janquinard's new scullery maid? I suppose you came here for this. So the recommendation? My nephew never ceases to amaze, does he? Not only does the lout have the nerve to ask me for aid, but then he refuses to do me the common courtesy of accepting the aid in person. Ever the entitled little shite, more worried about his popularity amongst the fairer sex than how his actions disgrace his family's name. Ah, the slackjaw. I suppose you are wondering why in the world I of all people would agree to such nonsense. Well, it's simple. Allowing the heathen astrologian to dig their own grave in front of the entire vault and the Ishgardian astrologian community will only serve to accomplish what I wished for from the very start. Charlian astrology has no place in Ishgard. It has no place in Eorzea. It has no place in this world. It is dangerous and it serves no purpose but to take our eyes off what is truly important, using astrology to free us from the dragon menace and ensure man's return to Halon's kingdom. Levaver's differing will only make it that much clearer. And Janquinard, perhaps this will finally spell his downfall. He has only been allowed to continue his nonsense because he is harmless, too caught up in the luxury of being Count de Durander's second son to actually put forth any real effort in furthering his cause. Charlian astrology is but an oddity which he can boast about at balls to get him in bed with the slanderatory maids of the lower houses. Sorry. And his father has protected him thus far, but allowing him and his lady to speak, there will be no brushing under the rug the shame this brings forth. Janquinard will be finished. Yeah. That was a really, really positive conversation with the guy's uncle. Like, I'm really, really glad I had it. Anyway, let's go to let's go back to Foundation and let's see what Janquinard has to say. And like I said before, guys, in this series, you can just wear like the set from Bravelock's Longstop the entire way from 32 to 50. It's like, it's more than fine. Like, sure, you can get other gear to upgrade along the way, but these days we level up so quick to level 50 that it really isn't a big deal. So I wonder actually if they've, I guess we'll find out in this quest if there is a level 45 50 set to wear. Like, will that be provided, or it probably won't be though, but we'll see. So inform me right away once Chief Astrologian Formont has denied my request for a letter of recommendation, so we might begin on our next request. Well, here it is. So, a letter to the Holy See officially requesting the assembly of Ishgar's top astrologians to discuss the matters of utmost import. Is this? It cannot be. It is. The seal is Formont's. How did you... What did he say? No, wait. Mayhap it is better that I do not know. Well, this changes everything. I will have to arrange another meeting with the Vault, summon the Cardinals to Durander Manor, We will need wine and sparrow stuffed pheasant, a pheasant stuffed goose, and goose stuffed chocobo, and bards, a whole troop. Not to eat, of course. No, I fear I will no longer be able to join you on Lady Levava's next opening of the gates. Do give her my regards, though, when you see her in Mordona. Okay. So let's go. So we are just concentrating on our studies and opening and learning more about astrology. He is not doing a thing. He's lazy, he's spoiled. He's my future son, let's be honest about it. So, right, so let's go. I need to do my weeklies as well. But like I said, I'm taking my sweet time so I don't burn out. And that's just the way I play, guys. Like, you know, if it doesn't bother you, great. If you can keep playing it non-stop, do it. But I have to take my time. As I've got more than 10 years experience of MMOs specifically. I've got more than 17 years experience of online games. I started playing online games when I was 14. I'm now 31. And I have more than 20 years experience of games generally. So, yeah. If you want to consider me an elder in the gaming scene, then feel free. But I feel like I'm trying to just pass on to other gamers the importance of basically doing things a certain way. So the end goal always is maximum enjoyment. Simple as that. As long as you enjoy yourself the most, that is all I care about. Because life is short, guys. You know, we shouldn't be doing things which we don't enjoy. Simple as that. There's no time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, let's keep going. We're almost there. We've been here before for previous quests. So soon, guys, I will be, you know, give it some months. I'm hoping by, like, maybe August, or basically before 15 launches, that I will finish the 60 everything. Okay, so we have a fight on our hands. So for once we were not the bandit targets. We came across this young woman as she was being dragged into the hills. Though we drove her abductors away, I suspect they have already mustered the courage for a second attack. It's a good thing you and Jan... it's a good thing that you arrived when you did. The girl claims that she is a student at the Athenaeum, and recently overheard Janquinard mention we would be conducting another gate opening in Mordona. She journeyed here on her own in hopes of having the chance to witness your astromancy firsthand. So I say we give her something to remember. Yep, so duty calls for battle. You're right. If your level is above 49, it will be synced. I guess that's, well, that's to make sure that you don't run in with like 130 gear. Okay. Pop them all up. Remember, obviously as a healer, you should just keep them full health all the time until they win. Then just renew your combust. I mean, my general rule as a crafter, as a healer, is like I don't even like it if the target I'm healing goes below 50%. Like, I'm not one of those healers that can try and heal at the last second and then DPS the whole time. I just find it way too risky. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can do prolific. Obviously, remember to switch off Cleric Stance when you start healing again. What Cleric Stance does, if you're new, it's a spell borrowed from level 6 Conjurer, and it effectively switches your int and your mind stats. So int increases magic damage, mind increases magic healing. So as a healer, as a scholar, white mage, or astrologian, you rely very much on your mind, the magic healing. So what the reason cleric stance is good if you're doing DPS is because it will change your mind stat into your intelligence, which therefore means the amount of extra that you would do as a healer would actually then be transferred to extra damage done as a DPS. Let's hope and get rid of this monster ASAP. Taking a bit too much damage, so let's heal him up. And you can spam the bigger heals if you like, but I don't really see... I don't see it as a big threat right now. It's a good thing we were spamming healing. That was a big attack. That could have been a very quick end to the fight if it was below 50%. Okay, pirate stance. Are we done? Easy. So yeah, my apologies, Lady Laveva. I did not think... Your only fault was an insatiable thirst for knowledge. A realm where we must apologize for being a victim is no realm worth living in. But why would those men attack me? I believe it is now quite obvious that these bandits were not meant for you, but for me. It would seem that certain parties fear the spread of Charlian astrology, and will stop at naught to prevent it. So, my Charlian constellation chart, the bandits, it must have been torn when they seized me. Here, you may take mine. I have the stars committed to memory. I don't know how I'll ever be able to... I'll think of something. Just you wait. I will repay this kindness tenfold. I guess I don't have photocopiers in this world. Lady Laveva, you mentioned something about certain parties wanting to prevent the spread of Charlian astrology. Have you any idea who they might be? I do, but I shall require more proof before I can be certain. You and Mithrie should be able to assist me with that. However, as they say, first things first, we have a gate to open. Cool. Let's do it. I've always said, guys, from the beginning of the game until now, watch the cutscenes, pay attention to the story. It's worth doing. So, there, the era. Focus, Mithrie, focus, and let the constellation's aether twine with your own. So, it is said, through the fifth heaven flows a mighty river carrying the water spilled forth from the scholar's vessel. And in that water is the knowledge of all that have come before and all who will follow. The aether spun from Nivea's loom, and the aether from which all magics are drawn, to which all magics return. And now the power of Oa is forever yours, and forever shall it point you to truth. I think something that would be really cool is if you have done these quests as an astrologian, if those markings are permanently in the sky for you to see at night, and then other players would be like, "Oh, what's that?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, I'm an astrologian." Like, nice, I want to level it as well. That might be a way to get more healers. Never mind, never know. While I cannot forgive our patron for skipping yet another of his lessons, I cannot deny the passion hidden deep behind all his posturing may have its uses. A word of our field is spreading, and our inherent nature has begun to stir. Curiosity is proving the better motivator than skepticism and faith. Our time may come soon. Cool. So now let's go back to Janquinard in Ishgard. Let's go Foundation. I do enjoy these quests, I really do. They're really cool. And they are so different. Every single class's story is so different from all the others. That's why I say do them all. So that you don't skip anything. Right. Infinium. Let's go. Do not tell me Lady Leveva was attacked again. I knew it, and without a reading, my talents grow by the day. What is this you claim? A fellow astrologian was moved by my words and went to witness the unlocking? That is amazing. I wonder who it could be, though. I would certainly recall speaking in detail with a young, supple mind. I must find this woman and hold another special lesson with her. Lesson? That reminds me. Lady Leveva asked me to teach you a new technique before you head to open the 5th Heaven's Gate, which you have already gone and done. But it appears you were able to overcome your ordeal without it. Yes, exactly according to my lesson plan. Yeah, totally. There are times when the heavens may provide you with a vision of the future, that is, slightly beyond your original aim. In these cases, the stars are not flawed, only out of order. So, by returning a drawn card to the deck and shuffling it, we are in no way ignoring or denying a future, merely postponing a reading that the stars have intended for a later date, and replacing it with something that better pertains to the present, if that makes any sense. Okay, fair enough. I still need to learn how to use the cards to my advantage. What each card means and so on. Ooh-ah. That's it. Simple. So we will get the next Astrologian Quest at level 50, which shouldn't take that long to do. So I'm hoping. So next I should get 60 Black Mage. Hopefully by the time then, soon after, I'll get 50 Astrologian. And then I think my live stream has asked me to level up Bard next. So I might do Bard, and then, yeah. But let me know in the comments down below from my remaining classes of Monk, Dragoon, Bard, Ninja, and Machinist, which ones I should level first, and in what order. But the goal is I'm going to just keep doing this until I am 60 everything, because I'm getting ready for the next expansion. Even if the next expansion is a year away, I don't care. I want to just get this done so I don't have to think about leveling on my main anymore. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie.